Let's rock.
Yo, everybody. Doing a little something different here tonight on the second channel, on the Wrestle Plunge channel. Wrestle Plunge folk, welcome in here. Get a drink, ready to rock and roll, because we're going to be watching an old school wrestling VHS tape from 1991. NWF Scar Wars. I remember this tape from renting it from a local VHS rental store as a child on the reg. This video was creepy as fuck to me. I don't know if it'll have the same effects, but the voiceover guy in this is very dramatic, very intense. Yeah, this is a predecessor organization to what would even be kind of in the area of Extreme Championship Wrestling. DC Drake, Damian Kane, a few guys that had appeared in ECW. They weren't regulars, but they did appear there. A lot of random matches in this tape. They've got them listed down below. We're going to kind of go through here. We got an Indian strap match, a no DQ dog collar match, a cage match. The emphasis on this is really about blood. So you're going to get the vibe of it pretty quickly as we start this. So everybody randomly coming in here. I'm also live streaming on Twitch. So I'm doing a dual stream between YouTube and Twitch, actually. Just seeing if, yeah, everything looks pretty good. All right, hell yeah. Let's get in here. Let's get one rocking here.
Hold up! Hold up! Hold up!
Make sure that's working, huh? All right, let's jump in here. This is a pretty interesting tape, again, that I used to watch and rent as a kid. It might even be in my collection, because this rental store went out of business, and I bought up a lot of those old tapes. So let's see. First of all, let me get to this.
1, 2, 3, or an
Has
I give up
a
in the middle
vibe
of the
about
ring
it.
and leave the blood where it belongs, flowing in every person's veins.
Disqualification, and I'm sure they both should have been at some point. This probably should be stopped because of the loss of blood.
Professional wrestling, long enjoyed by fans the world over as a sport where active audience participation is a must. Wrestling fans, unlike fans of any other professional sport, get the chance to interact and perhaps on a rare occasion influence the outcome of the match. In major cities throughout the United States and the world, filling major stadiums and arenas, professional wrestling continues to draw huge and exuberant crowds. Wrestlers arriving in arenas in huge cars, attending gala parties and premieres.
You can tell what I mean by the
professional wrestling is a glamorous and exciting life.
The voiceover,
But
right?
Professional wrestling has a secret, a dark, dirty secret. Modern-day professional wrestling, once referred to as the sport of kings,
dirty secret,
is forcing great athletes to become animals.
Oh, Abdul the Butcher sighting here.
Man, for all intents and purposes, is an animal, but a highly refined, civilized animal. What causes certain men, when locked in confrontation, to behave like an enraged beast? To some wrestlers, a pin is not enough. The opponent must look like raw meat, chewed and mauled before victory will be complete. Should these wrestlers be barred? Should they be caged like animals? Only you can answer those questions. Come with me now as we observe some of the animals of the squared circle.
Animals.
Nothing is more frightening than the feeling of helplessness. Imagine yourself after completing a long and hard period of training to become a wrestler, facing an opponent who wants nothing more than to savage another human. Wrestler Jeff Gripley knows that feeling. After the match was complete, Gripley's opponent continued to beat him with a chair. Gripley lay helpless in front of the stadium filled with people. Soon, paramedics came to his aid, and Gripley was placed on a stretcher and removed to a local hospital for further treatment. Confused and dazed, Gripley drifted in and out of consciousness until he blacked out. he was never able to see the horrified faces in the stands. Happily, Grippley has recovered and is back in the world of wrestling and doing well.
He's fine. I love a dramatic stretcher takeout, though.
Another man, Ricky Bauer, is also one of the lucky
Gary
who was
Michael
mauled
Capetta.
by a beast and lived to tell about it. After being
There we go.
slammed on a cement
Abdullah
floor,
does
Bauer
does
was
appear to beat the holy
smashed with
fuck
a
out of
set
this guy. I
steel
will say
steps.
that.
The result, Bauer being carried back to the dressing room unconscious.
I don't even know if this is the one.
Bauer is also wrestling again without any permanent injuries.
There's one where Abdullah is beating the fuck out of this one. Watch this. He's just putting it in on this guy.
J.D. McSlade, a wrestler who was enjoying a promising rookie year, was slammed on the concrete floor, opening up a huge gash on the back of his head. As McSlade lay on the floor and a pool of blood collected beneath him, his opponent continued to beat him with a chair. McSlade was beaten senseless. Medical personnel at ringside were afraid to move the prone body of McSlade. Not only did the chair do damage to the body, but the blows to the head caused a severe loss of blood. McSlade was removed to the dressing room, where he was attended to by medical
Abdullah was
personnel.
putting him in.
Do you want me to move it to 40, Leah? It's down 40 over 20 now. It's really gone. Where is the ambulance? Paramedics. Jeez, come on, where is the paramedics coming?
Chase Wolf in the house.
I can't believe this.
Got any pillows? Got anything? Oh man. Somebody here help us move him flat?
The future of J.D. McSlade is unknown.
Oh my God, so dramatic.
One of the most violent men in modern-day professional wrestling is D.C. Mad Dog Drake. Once a clean-cut fan favorite, Drake opted to cut into wrestling by leaving a trail of blood
That's a pretty good sell.
behind him. Drake, however, did not accomplish this on his own. At his side was a manager by the name of Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob has never been accused.
It's hard to make that dramatic, but somehow he did it.
Seen at ringside wearing outrageous outfits.
He's like, man, I'm gonna be Uncle Bob. I'm gonna blend together. Get me one of them hats some rednecks wear, man. Give me one of them squirrel hats. Yeah, raccoon hat. And then give me an army shirt. And then give me a super purple vest and tights to go with it. What the hell? This guy was all over the place with his attire. Bob.
It was Bob who, on a television talk show, spat water into the face of announcer Ron Barry. It was also Bob who masterminded the turnaround of Drake and arranged for a series of matches between
Crowd's
DC
pissed.
Drake and former tag team partner and close friend Eddie Beach Boy Miranda. In their first meeting, Drake proved they were friends no more.
Uncle Bob. Oh, damn. That was a stiff little shot.
I saw it.
They're laying him in this promotion. I think this is in the Pennsylvania area.
You call this a wrestling match? Well, that ought to do it. This is really disgusting.
Okay, this VHS came out in 1991.
And Drake is pulling Miranda back.
So I'd imagine this footage is from 90, 89, 90.
Oh, Dick really has got to stop this. He's got to stop it.
In another meeting, Bob was observed passing an object to Drake. A great camera shot with a pair of brass knuckles. Although for most of the match, Drake held the upper hand, a mistake gave Miranda his chance, and he made the most of it. However, a new figure appeared this night in the career of D.C. Drake.
Damian Kane is slowly doing a...
Wait a minute, DC is busted open now. And Eddie still, I think...
Notice you're dealing with a brutal animal in that ring right now. Eddie Miranda is a total psychotic killer right now. Look at the fire in his eyes. There's no room.
He's got the sleeper.
No, he doesn't have the
sleeper on DC Drake.
He does not have the sleeper.
He's got the sleeper on DC Drake. Uncle Bob is coming in the ring. Here comes Uncle Bob, and Eddie gets Uncle Bob. Down goes Bob.
All right, another shitty sell. Shitty bump by Bob.
And now Eddie has the sleeper on Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob is gone. Uncle Bob is gone.
I mean, out of all the names that you could even put together, Uncle. Okay, what are you going to follow that up with? That Bob.
Out of it. DC.
Feeling like a Bob.
Miranda has cleaned house. Well, Eddie Miranda has cleaned house. Eddie is going over to Mike Midman now. Oh no, here's Damian Kane. Oh, here comes Damian. Oh no. Oh my
shit.
Gosh.
Double axe handle.
Damian Kane got Eddie Miranda from the top row. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Well, he's going to try and get DC on him and get a fall.
Oh no. Hey, Damian Kane has put DC.
So Damian Kane manages or becomes the manager of DC Drake. I'm guessing after Bob?
What a travesty.
Damian Kane. No one
Dude, that
really
voiceover
knows
is
where Damian
gold
was from,
though, right?
And Damian was not telling.
You could see as a kid how I'd just be like, what the
He was a man
fuck?
of the world. Kane talked Drake into firing Uncle Bob, and at this point,
Yeah, caught it and I didn't even know I caught it. This is all just coming back to me.
At wrestling events, DC Drake now had a different look. Being led to the ring on chains and his eyes blackened, Kane now claimed that he had found the secret to
more
rid
evil.
man of all his civilized ways,
Oh my
and was
God.
able to transform Drake into an animal. Drake, who was dangerous before, now appeared to be crazed. Opponents stared in disbelief as Drake stood in the opposite corner, drooling
I believe
and
so, Chase
foaming
Wolf.
from the mouth.
The only information I have underneath besides this is a little bit of discussion in the comments. And the guy that posted it answers here, but it says if Wikipedia is correct, the NWF at this time was based out of Philly, although originally the Buffalo territory, no doubt a predecessor to ECW. And somebody said, mostly right with this, however, other than sharing the same name as the old Buffalo territory, there was no connection. But then the guy that actually uploaded this, again, go give them a follow as well. Jason, and I'm Digostino, probably butchered that, but he says that is why some sources link them together. The precursor to this NWF was the Continental Wrestling Alliance, which was run by DC Drake, which is who we were watching right now, who's just had this transformation thanks to Damian Kane taking him over, lead him out with a chain. There is some footage of the CWA on YouTube, but it's not much and hard to come by. I can share something if you want, and maybe they have shared something like that. But yeah, either way, this is a precursor to what would be, I'm guessing, Eastern Championship Wrestling and then Extreme Championship Wrestling. Pretty interesting though. But that even really still goes into that New York area, right? Like, it's not that far off. Oh shit, Pokemon, I hear you. Let's see what I got. Oh shit, I'm still on.
Unbelievable.
Look at the size of the chains wrapped around his neck.
They need it.
He's been a good man, dog. He's been a good boy. Would you like a little bit?
There's a young Paul Heyman. Look at that. Paul Heyman,
Not too much.
again, who would end up working for Eastern Championship Wrestling and running Extreme Championship Wrestling.
The man is so razzle and dazzle. The man is
This must have been right. I mean, he had to have been working for WCW right here.
You gotta give him a little bit of road.
So this might even be just slightly back further than that because he came into WCW, NWA, WCW, what, 89?
We hang him upside down. We let the blood drain out.
So this could be like early 89, 88?
Give me a little bit of that.
Just spitballing here. Anybody in the comments watches this later, let me know if you got a better date on this.
You're talking about, man, that's class. When you're talking about a world champion, you're talking about nothing further than the best in the business. And when you're talking about a man, dog, when he wins a title for you, you gotta treat him good. Take another bite. Take another bite.
Interesting, Chase Wolf.
One of the first challenges to the team came from former friends Larry Winters and Eddie Miranda after a Battle Royal victory. The team of Drake and Kane claimed that they wanted to congratulate the victors.
About doing a fine job and winning the Battle Royal as top professional athletes that they are.
Damien claiming that he came out here to congratulate the Beach Boys on their victory.
Whoa, just whoa. Just whoa, 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 whoa. Mad Dog, these two maggots want a match with us.
Maggots.
I don't know what brought it on, but they want a match with us. What do you think?
Going to his inner Sergeant Slaughter for a second there.
Intelligent words from the one and only DC Mad Dog Drake.
We came here to wrestle, not to talk.
You want to accept this challenge? Dick Worley in the ring now trying to get things under control.
He's such a mad dog, but he's got, you know, a pretty nice sweater on. It's a pretty decent little sweater you got there, pal.
Simply because that's your job. That was your job. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, that was a pretty good little swing. Shit. They lay him in here in NWF. Either way you look at it. And that ring looks hard as cement. You always hear those old stories about the WWF rings being hard as fuck. Look at how that ring ain't moving. Look how hard that ring is. I always talk about them being like boxing rings. I wonder if this is something similar. And it's right in that same area. Of running around where WWF was. Look at that ring though. That does not look fun. Stiff as hell.
Damien still continues to attack the second Beach Boy in the ring at the time. Mad Dog Drake is now getting in his licks. I can't believe this. First of all, telling everybody that they did not want to wrestle, and now attacking them. Oh, a little help. Here comes Chief Jules Strongbow. Chief Jules Strongbow has just come into the ring.
Although Miranda's chest was ripped open by Kane's studded collar, Chief Jules Strongbow prevented any permanent damage from occurring. Seeing enough of Drake,
I'm gonna start doing the wrestle plunge videos with this this style of voiceover. The reverb. I should have done it for the Abdullah Butcher anyways.
Chief Jules Strongbow, ready for action in the middle of the
Man, Chase Wolf coming with the knowledge here. I'm going to read this out here. Thanks a lot for putting this up. So this would have been about 2 years after the end of Stampede's second run. So a lot of available workers around the border were looking for work, and you had a number of promotions pop up because of it. That's awesome. Interesting.
And so the strap match was set. On the evening of the match, Strongbow was able to get the NWF to agree that Drake's manager was to be handcuffed to the ring post to prevent interference. With Kane handcuffed, the match began. It was DC Drake who drew first blood in the match. It did not take Strongbow long to strike.
It's crazy
back.
that this tape got all the way, because I rented this as a kid, so that would have been, you know, not 91, but early 90s. I mean, mid-90s, probably like 94, 95, 96, I would imagine. So, yeah, their tape got all the way out to Virginia.
Strongbow would become the new NWF champion. But like so many times before, Kane was
Somebody's
able
now
to
put it
find
on
a
the old
way to keep
YouTubes.
Drake the champion.
3 corners. This can't be happening. One more. And Chief Jules Strongbow is the new National Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion. The bottom rope is down. Damien is out.
Oh, shit.
A return match was set between the men. This time it was a dog collar match. Before the match, Strongbow did a silent war dance in the locker room area, asking the gods to give him the strength to win.
He was just hanging out. He was looking.
At the sound
Like, can you turn the
bell,
cameras on and,
Drake
like, go get a
manager
smoke real
Damien
quick, actually,
Kane
before we
left
start
the
this
locker
up?
rooms and headed to the ring. Both men appeared confident, but Kane and Drake would be in for the surprise of their lives. The surprise being that the National Wrestling Federation ordered Damian Kane removed from ringside.
These look like fun shows, honestly. The referee looks familiar too with those bell-bottom pants.
Officers, will you please remove this man from the arena? If he refuses to go, you have my permission to place him under arrest.
You have my permission to place him under arrest? Yeah, that's how that works. I do like the scene though. They're carrying him out. Look at that guy's. That's weird. What is that guy rocking there? He had the head. Was that an announcer or was that just a fan with some crazy? We just saw a time traveler, guys.
Got to hold that leash. Now stepping on the leash. Unbelievable.
DC now in the corner. Has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Dick Worley now placing the collar. We're trying to place the collar around the neck of Chief Strongbow.
Grabbed it like a child and ran away. That's that old Mad Dog. He's uncontrollable.
Standing just about him. Here comes Drake.
Further explaining that he is a Mad Dog.
Mad Dog is really cowering.
Dick Worley now with the chain.
He's pulling Mad Dog back into the ring.
Now once again attempting to put the collar around the neck of Chief Jules Strongbow. And once that is in place, there is no turning back. No turning back at all, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this is going to be
a dog
interesting.
collar match, no disqualification, no Damian Kane. And anything can happen now.
And it probably will. It already has.
Chief Jules.
You're going to show an entire match? They're going to clip it out. I've been clipping everything else. I wish it was the voiceover dude announcing, though. Just calling the action.
Chief Jules.
Can you believe how he brings him back into the ring with the chain?
Strongbow.
Be something like that, I'd imagine.
The Mad Dog. Mad Dog in deep trouble already. Maybe it is a fact that without Damian Kane, the godfather of professional wrestling, the National Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion is not much of a champion.
Well, we're going to see how he really does here. Right now, he's getting the short end of it.
The Chief in complete control of the match right now.
Yeah, I'm digging the vibe of this.
Oh my goodness!
Nailed him with a chain, I guess, right there.
Now, since
decent little house.
Match, anything goes, and somebody could very easily get badly hurt. The fans definitely want a change in the belt right now.
There's no question about that. But
the Chief with a very stern look on his face.
Look at these folks having a damn good time.
On the heavyweight champ.
It would be nice to have like an actual date, though. Like you can kind of ballpark and we know the vicinity of it.
To pound on the forehead of the Mad Dog.
I'll tell you right now, the Mad Dog is himself without Damian in there on the side.
Damian now has been cut open on his forehead.
I'll tell you, the Mad Dog Drake is not looking so good.
A problem here with the Mad Dog.
Oh yeah, there's no question about it.
There is total control for Chief Jules, and now a choke with the chain, with his own dog collar. Mad Dog. Chief Jules Strongbow in complete control.
Are they saying Chief of Joel Strongbow? Hold on. It says Jules here, but I swear they're saying Joel. It says Jules down here.
It's Damien, nowhere to be found.
He
has been barred from ringside.
He was just carried away by a whole bunch of security people.
I'm gonna do a little back research here on the old NWF here. Let's see what we got. NWF.
Oh my goodness! Look at the forehead of DC.
National Wrestling Federation.
Has been cut and is bleeding profusely from the forehead.
There we go. Well, there's still a thing. Holy, what the fuck?
In deep trouble.
Oh.
It would be safe to say at this point in time that the danger of that title being changed hands is a possibility.
This can't be the same thing. What am I looking
right
at?
So far, it seems
the Mad Dog bleeding.
Right now, he's going back.
Now has Strongbow trying to change the tide. How quickly?
Here we go. Here we go. I think I found it.
I don't know right now. Oh, look at that move. It does indeed, going back and forth, but looked like Mad Dog was out of it.
Okay.
Now he seems to be coming alive again.
Chief Jules now in a tough situation with the chain wrapped around his neck.
And DC yelling something.
Choke.
Yep.
But there are no disqualifications in this match.
Right now, DC still bleeding profusely, and it's all over.
I found a little bit of information here. I'll read after this match.
Unbelievable.
Now you know the feud between DC, Mad Dog Greg, and Chief Jules Strongbow
has that chain.
Is an ongoing one that just never seems to end. Mad Dog attempting to do something else with the chain now.
I'm sure he knows exactly what he wants to do. He doesn't have the guidance of Damien, and it might make a difference.
He does seem a little confused in the ring right now. Right now, he is like an animal. Just fighting for survival, if you will.
That's what it is, yeah. Now they're using the chains very well there.
Has Strongbow down on the mat right now.
Now going to work on Strombow's, I think the forehead. Is hard to tell from this camera angle, but looks like he's working on the forehead.
Blood is flowing from the National Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion's head. The excitement is unbelievable here this afternoon.
It's a fever pitch.
I think Strongbow may be cut. It's either
that's what we're talking about, baby. That's why we're here.
The forehead of the Chief right before our very eyes.
That's why this video was made.
The crowd trying to get the adrenaline of the Chief flowing.
Getting behind him. Let's go.
Greg right now doing a good job in control of the match. The crowd chanting, "Let's go, Chief."
Right now, the Mad Dog has a lot of
couple of war cries in the background.
Chief selling, baby. Looking dead. I don't know. He's not perking up with the crowd here. What's gonna happen?
It's a real bloody mess up in that ring, and he's got a tremendous grip on that chain.
Look at this. The Chief is coming to life. Oh! Shot to the forehead again by the Chief.
Right now, he still doesn't have that leverage, though.
Chase, you know if DC Drake got any opportunities ever with any big leagues? Even any jobs?
Well, Drake's still in control. As he still has that leverage. He's got that.
I know he had. There's him and Damien was in ECW randomly, but I don't think that was even a regular thing. Damn, he's getting some good juice here. So that's brutal looking. That's awesome. It's some old school.
Both men bleeding from the forehead. As a result of that.
Yeah, they went all in. Piper and Valentine. They just beat the holy hell out of each other with that chain.
Really fighting it out here today.
Gave us a classic, though.
But as you said, there's no disqualification.
But yeah, look at this.
I'm sure they both should have been at some point.
This looks brutal.
This probably should be stopped because of the loss of blood.
The fact of the matter is that somebody has to walk out of that ring. And when somebody does, that will be the National Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion. The Chief. With blood. Look at the bloody mess on the Chief's face. coming to life once again. Chief Jules Strongbow.
So both of these men
staggering around the ring. Both men.
Here we go.
A bloody mess.
Coming back, baby.
To pound at each other.
Oh! Chain to the throat.
Again, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, the bodies are almost covered with blood. It's unbelievable.
Look at the faces of these two wrestlers. Totally bloody.
Unbelievable match.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Jules Strongbow now with the chains wrapped around Damian Kane.
The best rules right here.
That's all right. Well,
Got to touch all four corners and drag your opponent around the ring.
And the fact is,
The way it should be in a strap match or a chain match.
Is not at ringside, which always seems to be a factor in any one of these
there's no question about it. It wasn't easy to get him away from ringside either, as we saw earlier.
Two posts touched.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know.
Chief Jules,
I would imagine.
number 3. If he touches number 4, no, number 2.
That's number 2.
Oh, the other one he didn't touch.
DC Drake's got to break
It was
this.
started all over again.
Right. Dick
Chief
Worley.
Jules making his way to post number 3. Number 3. If he touches
Wait,
one
what?
more, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new national
The one get broken,
Federation
maybe?
heavyweight champion in the Chief Jules Strongbow.
Dick Worley's got 3 fingers.
He's only
Look at
feet
this.
away.
Oh, shit.
Damian Kane again.
Damian Kane came in dressed like in a members-only jacket.
Is in the ring.
He snuck in.
It's like no one noticed. No one noticed my head that was on my shoulders. Ha ha! Fooled him.
Kane is in here. I don't know why or what he's doing. What's he doing in the ring? Referee, get him out of there.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, Damian had saved the champion. However, this time Strongbow would not get a rematch.
That was the first full match they
National
showed.
Wrestling Federation, fearing for the lives of both men, ordered a 1-year ban on any matches between these two men.
Damn, that's some old school
Strongbow
shit.
had lost his chance for at least 1 year to win the belt he had come within inches of
It
capturing.
was Brody in there, wasn't it?
Next
So
in line
Brody's
against
in there.
Drake was
It's
Larry
that
Beachman
ages it right there. He
Larry
died in
had many
'88.
impressive victories and had earned a shot
That's
at
before
Drake.
he
In
died
the
in Puerto
first
Rico.
meeting between the two, Drake again
This is maybe even
resorted to a
'87.
foreign
Hold
object.
on. Yeah, hold on. Let me also pull over what I found here. Let me fix it so we can see it properly. Give me 1 second. Boom. So we got National Wrestling Federation was a professional wrestling promotion based in Buffalo, New York, and owned by promoter Pedro Martinez. It ran from, now there's 2 versions of this. You know, this we're obviously watching the second run here, but bear with me. It ran from 70 to 74. Initially, the promotion was revived in 86 by Robert Raskin. The revived promotion ran to 94. And then we're going to go down. We're actually going to skip. It is interesting here. It's cool to see that they were, you know, what they were doing in the 70s here for a minute. Titles were even used in New Japan. That's pretty cool. You can see some of the old school cats that were wrestling here. Even Dusty Rhodes. You got Dick the Bruiser. It's pretty sweet. That's cool. But let's get down here to where the era that we're into now. 86. Robert Raskin, president of Raskin Sports Production, and a former professional basketball coach for the ABA. Not familiar with basketball. I don't know what that really means. Purchased the Allentown, Pennsylvania-based Continental Wrestling Alliance from DC Drake and renamed it the National Wrestling Federation. The organization created a version of the NWF World Heavyweight Championship and created the NWF Women's Championship. Under the direction of Raskin, the National Wrestling Federation grew rapidly. Let me pull it out here just a little bit further. He was like, man, we're going to keep doing this thing. Using wrestlers who were formerly under contract with World Wrestling Federation and the NWA National Wrestling Alliance, Raskin spared no expense in making the product a watchable alternative to the wrestling shows which were currently on television. Drake, who was the champion, that's who we're seeing right now, DC Drake, also headed up the booking and television production ends of the business. Raskin felt that the NWF should move to television tapings from Easton, Pennsylvania VWF Hall to various locations around the East Coast. Matches were taped at arenas in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York, and other locations. So yeah, exactly everything we said earlier. Raskin also hired a young Paul Heyman, of course, who we know now, it even says later Paulie Dangerously, to handle color commentary on the TV show. Drake and Raskin also decided to put more emphasis on the NWF women's division, which we're not going to get any in this. This is all blood. I wonder if they put out more tapes that were, you know, maybe the women were highlighted on something different. As the women's division became established, Wendy Richter, who along with Cyndi Lauper, who's of course in WWF, you know what she was doing, was defeated in a questionable fashion in Madison Square Garden by Fabulous Moolah. We know who Wendy Richter is. She entered the NWF and quickly captured the title from Heidi Lee Morgan. The revived NWF has placed a major emphasis on hardcore wrestling. That's with Abdullah the Butcher, what we're seeing. Get Indian strap matches, dog collar matches, steel cage matches, old school hardcore, right? On February 28th, 1991, and that goes real. That's the predecessor rolling right into ECW and what we even know today if you go into the deathmatch stuff, quite frankly. It all just birthed and birthed and birthed and birthed. On February 28th, 1991, Raskin promoted a supercard at, if I can stop touching stuff, at the Peace and Friendship Stadium as one of a one-night NWF tour of Athens, Greece. Interesting. The event featured a co-main event of Abdul the Butcher versus Chief Jules Strongbow, who we just saw there, and a Greek heavyweight champion, Suglukas, defending, I just butchered the hell out of that, his title against the Russian assassin, seen by 5,500 fans. Pretty impressive. It was the most attended show by an independent promotion that year. It was also the first time in 10 years that American wrestlers had visited Greece. Also interesting. Raskin, seeing the organization expand, merged with Creative Entertainment, a sports entertainment promotion organized from Philadelphia. This move proved to be a smart one, as Creative Entertainment was able to book matches for NWF across the country. The television show expanded, so this was probably seen by a lot of folks, especially if you lived in these areas, to sports channels and broadcast stations across the country, and appeared in foreign markets in Europe and South and Central America and Asia. Also impressive, as the company grew, creative differences began to split the organization, of course. Got to have a good structure. And several in the front office left to pursue other ventures as the capital investment stopped, the television product was halted, and everything stopped in 94. Fuck. And all of that bickering, what it ended up doing, fucking a lot of guys out of probably some paydays. That's just interesting, though.
Winter's now in a little bit of pain. Damien hanging on the ropes right now. He doesn't belong there. Look at what he's got. He's got something in his hand. What is this? He's got something in his hand.
The referee's nowhere in sight.
Rich Ewing over on the other side being distracted once again by Damien, and he's the master of that.
Oh, we'll fix this.
Oh, my goodness. And that thing looks like it was wrapped special for this occasion. As he pounds away on the forehead.
I'll tell you, my blood's boiling so much, Jack, seeing this here happen.
Yeah, so this is probably, again, this is before Brody died, so this is probably, I'm going to put 87 on it. And then this, again, came out commercially in 1991.
As if it isn't enough, he's taking punishment with an illegal object inside the ring. Rich, take a look at it. Come on.
Just couldn't compete with the World Wrestling Federation, especially during this time, and WCW.
Look at this. Why don't we have a disqualification?
It's hard, man.
Here?
But everything kept evolving from that part of the United States, right? There's always something happening. Wrestling's super interesting. Got the taped fist, the knucks there. Taped up knucks, whatever you want to call them. We'll call it an illegal object. I've been on many shows like this, especially when I was young. My first ever independent show was in 1998. At a very similar looking spot, situation kind of like this. With a heel beating the hell out of Ricky Morton, of all people. And the heel was Rick Link, the Beastmaster.
What has he got in his hand? Turn him around in the back. He has it somewhere. He's hiding that object again, and once again, another master of distracting the referee and hiding things from him. Larry Winters, dead on his feet.
This is why I dislike, like you said, he's not a man, he's an animal. That's why I dislike this animal.
He's an animal.
What's illegal about him?
He is one of the most despicable wrestlers in the business. He does not deserve the title.
Damn.
Look at this.
They're stiff now.
Why is he undoing the turnbuckle?
Yeah, the crowd's pretty hot, too. They probably have a lot of drinks as well. The quality is not the best here. It's all, honestly, it makes it even hard to tell if this is overcast or, you know, maybe you can kind of tell there. Looks like it probably is a little overcast. Maybe at a county fair.
Mad Dog now.
Pulling him up by the hair of the head, you son of a bitch, you dirty son of a bitch.
That's right. Because if the tide happens to turn, now that was uncalled for.
What happened to that turnbuckle on the top there?
Damien took it down. I'm sure of it.
He rammed his opponent's head into the turnbuckle with no pad on. I'm telling you, Jack, I can't stand here much longer.
Shit.
Hey, manager, use a pump too. Yeah, manager, use a pump.
As you see, the fans getting upset just as much.
Somebody's really close to the mic or like the camera, and he's calling out Damien Kane.
Gives him some of his own medicine there, Jack.
Be right back.
Look at this. The foreign object given to him again.
Once again, the Godfather distracting the referee.
Oh, Larry Winters is going outside to get the foreign object. He has it in his hand.
All right. That's what I love to say.
Hey, the attack is on. Larry Winters is really pounding away at his forehead. Flips him off the ropes. A shot to the forehead. DC Drake is down. Here's the count. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It's over. It's over. We have a new champion. We have a new champion.
I can't believe it.
I think if you don't drop that foreign object, he's going to be disqualified.
I think the champion's stunned. He can't believe it.
And we have a new champion. We have a new champion. We have a brand new champion.
Yeah, the crowd's getting into it.
This is what they're going out arm in arm too. I'm going to have to look into this.
Like you say, everybody here today, just capacity crowd.
This is a hot time in wrestling, honestly. This is even 87.
Result of the confusion.
This guy.
A match which would
The
take place
voiceover.
inside the most feared place of all, a steel cage. Weeks before the cage match took place, another controversy raged in the ranks of the National Wrestling Federation. Drake's manager, Damien Kane, accosted a state-licensed referee in a parking lot before another match.
Well, no, I ain't talking to you, Hick boy. Just stay out of my business.
Whoa, Hick boy.
Every time you
Calm down, bud.
Get the upper hand on somebody, you think you gotta stick your nose in there and be somebody's hero. Don't you tell me nothing. Every time you stick your nose in my business, you cost me a
Gonna
match.
get fined, boss.
It's sooner or later, you're gonna cost me the title, and I ain't gonna put up with it anymore. I'm talking to you.
When you learn the rules,
stay out of it.
when you learn the rules, you'll get it.
Come on, man.
Get that damn camera out of here! Get that camera out of my face! Get off of me, chump! You're gonna pay for that! You're gonna pay for that, Luke! You're gonna pay for that! Nobody sucker punches me! Nobody sucker punches me! Nobody sucker punches me! Keep your nose out of my business, chump! I'm gonna get your butt in the ring one way or the other! Keep your nose out of my business! And you, Midman, I hope you're the referee! You got my message? Make sure you got it plain and clear! Get your hands off of me! Get that camera out of my face!
NWF officials quickly barred Kane from the NWF
Guys like,
for life. This left DC Drake without a manager.
Y'all are my property.
Or did it?
I got a business to run here. I don't know what y'all are doing.
The Steel
Y'all got the cameras up out here.
Soon this empty arena would be filled with fans.
There we
Is
go.
there
Old
any
school
match in
cage.
wrestling as brutal or barbaric
Let's
as
see
a
how
steel
full this
cage
place
match?
gets.
When skin hits steel, the skin tears. In the cage,
Listen
DC
to this
Drake will
guy.
be forced to defend the title against Larry Winters.
I wonder if I'm
Only
fucked
one
up.
man can win. Only one man will be the NWF champion. This time, Drake is without a manager. Outside the arena, however, sits a large bus with the name DC Mad Dog Drake on the front, managed by Gunther Grimes. The mystery deepens. Who is Gunther Grimes?
Totally nailed it.
A man who described himself
It does
as
feel
a
like
confidant of
USWA.
Drake relayed instructions to an unknown figure. The man has now disappeared from the front of the bus.
Ah.
As our cameras ventured inside, we observed the man whispering instructions into the ear of another man who left in a hurry. This man was later identified as Gunther Grimes. When Drake emerged from the lockers, it was soon evident that he
Dude,
had
he's
a
running through.
manager.
Oh, dude,
A
what the
manager
hell?
by
He's
the
running
name
through
of
managers, and now
Gentleman
this dude's
Gunther
eyes
Grimes. What part would he play in this
painted
match?
up also.
Only time would tell.
So now he's going to be a good guy? His face. This is how we get DC. Wait, no.
Slam by Larry Winters.
So he's still heel? I'm very confused. He's coming out like a face.
On his feet. A series of vicious big fists there by
All right.
Larry Winters to the head.
They didn't
of DC,
fully pack
opening
this
up
thing.
that
This is a
wound
pretty
deeper.
big gymnasium, but it's all right.
We know
Makes
the
it look
drawing
worse,
tonight
though,
was
because
gonna
it's
be
so
great.
big, right?
These two had had a love-hate relationship for a long, long time. And I knew I was going to see a lot of blood tonight, but this is unbelievable this soon in the match. Big boot there by the Beach Boy. Another shot to the head, opening that wound a little bit deeper. Now Winters is trying to choke and just trying to kill DC Mad Dog Drake. Getting a major crowd approval. And Winters already made his way towards that door, trying to get out of the steel cage.
I like these
Winters claimed
cages.
that championship, which is rightfully his.
They're thin, but they rattle and make a good noise. They still look like they suck if you get hit, thrown into them.
The strength, I don't know. They're fighting on sheer instinct.
Oh, totally feel that. I could see that. That's a good call.
Another big foot by Larry Winters.
Very similar vibe. And what's funny is I think DC Drake was working around ECW when Vampire Warrior would have had his like hiccup in ECW there. Probably not the exact same time, but around there, 95-ish type ECW.
Larry Beach Boy Winters.
And I even heard of Larry
Big
Beach
axe
Boy
handler
Winters
on the
as
head of
well.
DC Mad Dog Drake.
Not seeing a lot of his work, but I've
How
heard
much
that
longer can
name.
Drake keep going? Winters
I
should
used to
make
read
his
it back
way
in the
out to door
magazines.
again and getting out of steel cage and claiming that championship. Gunther Grimes is pacing this ring like a man possessed. He's never seen his champ so distraught, so lost. But there's nothing he can do. The steel cage is just man against steel. Now Drake makes a comeback and slams the head of Larry Beach Boy Winters into that steel cage.
It would make this just
Slicing it open.
primo if Paul Heyman was on the commentary.
Now
We just
both
got that
wrestlers
slight little
cut very
glimpse of him.
badly.
And more
And again,
Abdullah.
Drake slams him into that steel cage, widening the gash on Larry Beach Boy Winters.
I know they got some of that footage. What are they doing?
And Drake starts to work on that cut on the Beach Boy. Now he grinds the head of Larry Beach Boy Winters directly into that steel cage,
I want my nickname to be Beach Boy. Okay. That's odd, but...
Listen to him scream in pain. Winters is gone now. He doesn't know where he's at. Drake looking for approval from the crowd and getting none. And again, a vicious drop kick there by DC Drake. And it fails to put the Beach Boy down. But Larry's out on his feet. Another shot to the head by the
Yeah, I like
dog.
the big blue WWF cage. Actually, also.
He doesn't want to get out. He's not worried about his title. He
I like different cages, though. I like the classic cage.
He wants to have
But I do like,
tonight, ladies and gentlemen. One of these
I even
men
like
may
the,
not leave
which it was
here
super
alive.
thin too, but like the WCW Chamber of Horrors cage, which is similar to this, but the wider bars. This is almost like a giant rat cage. It is super
Larry
duper
Beachboy's trying to
thin.
suck all the air he can breathe. His mouth is
I wouldn't want
wide
this on the reg, but
open. He's hurting.
it fits the
He needs
vibe
air.
of
He needs
the
to recover.
era of the time. Well, not even that
He's trying
really,
to
of
get out
just
the cage
the
now. And Winters gets
cheapness
up
of
and gives
this
him a low blow. Remember, there's no rules in
promotion.
steel cage. Anything goes.
taking a bump in that hard ass
Drake
ring.
is in pain. I'm sure Drake feels that shot.
But yeah, I
Trying
do
to
remember
shake the
really
cobwebs
enjoying
out of his
NWA
head,
and
trying to get
WCW
himself
because they
back
use
up.
like the chain
His
link
face is
fence
just
over
cut to
the
ribbons.
blue cage. But looking back on it, I think where all we get now is that chain link. They kind of want
and Winters gets a hold of that hair.
the steel classic
And Winters is pounding on that
blue
wound, opening it ever
WWF
deeper.
cage. Hell, make it black like they did at the end there
Drake's face is just one sheet of
when they
crimson.
were using it. One of the best cage matches of all time, though. Owen and Brett, SummerSlam '94. Holy shit!
And Drake is down. And a big leg drop.
It's got to be
by
the best
Beach Boy.
cage match with that style.
The ring moved when he did that. And again, this time a headbutt.
Well, I
To the dog.
think that was a headbutt.
And Larry signaling for the door to be open.
Like a chop to the chest.
And security is holding the
Oh
cage
shit!
back up. It's
Oh
taking a pound of
wow!
basement.
This guy,
And Gunther Grimes slams the
Gunther
door shut
Grimes.
on Larry Winters. And Mike Mimic
Ref's
gets in there
like,
and opens it up.
"Hey,
But
buddy.
Drake grabs a handful of hair and pounds again on the open
I'm
wound
doing
of the
nothing.
Beach Boy.
I have
Slingshot off the
no
ropes
ability to
by the
stop
dog.
you.
Big power slam by DC Mad Dog Drake. And Larry Winters is out of it. He has no idea where he's at. And the dog's making his way out of the cage. He's out. The dog is out and still NWF Heavyweight Champion.
Damn. Yeah, Drake was holding the belt here.
It was over. DC Drake, the NWF champion.
So yeah, look at the way the crowd's treating him. Like he's no heel here. What's
Bloody
the hell?
and beaten, Drake and Grimes headed to the safety of the locker room.
Well, thanks, guys.
As Drake and Grimes entered the dressing room area, both men
Looking
were
rough.
with the cameras.
Okay, dog?
Yeah, the Cage of Death had that style. That's right. Good call. Which is coming up. I saw Nick Gage just got named. He's going to be at this one, which is fucking dope. Oh, that
Drake
old school
sat in the
belt. You see
chair
that
trying
belt?
to come to grips with what had just occurred. Blood continued to flow from the head wound. Drake, wearing a cape of scarlet, was in need of medical assistance.
Go to the hospital for some stitches. I think it's going to have to be stitched.
Yeah, totally get not being a deathmatch fan. I actually love deathmatch wrestling too.
Later, Drake was
Love old
whisked
school
to the
wrestling and
hospital for
deathmatch
care.
wrestling.
Just stay out of the way. Let the doctor check it. Let the doctor stay out of the
Not all deathmatch wrestling. I mean, there's tons of fucking trash that's
Yeah, referee.
not great. Don't get me wrong.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Yes. Yeah, look at my man. Champion. He's all right. How's luck, Doc? Okay.
You want to take him to the hospital?
Want to take him to the hospital?
I think so too, Chase. Yeah, I like Gage.
Okay.
I met him once, man. He was cool as hell.
In the
He was
next
really
room,
fucking
winners
personal
also
too.
receive
Like he
medical
genuinely,
attention.
I felt like he genuinely was having a conversation with me. Just not just like, oh, whatever. Like he was like, what's going on, man? I was like, what the fuck's happening?
All right, Doc, what do you think?
Well, it's just a minor cut. He's gonna be just fine. It's actually kind of already stopped bleeding. I don't even know why I'm really in here.
All right, let's get an ambulance.
It's because this camera's here. We're trying to make it look good. Oh yeah. Oh man, no, this guy's dying. This guy might not make it.
All right, not dizzy, don't feel sick in your stomach? Okay, get him over there. All right.
This is it.
All I want's a rematch, man. That's all I want.
Hope you have
Winners
all your
paced the
shit in
floor,
order. Get
ranting
to
and
Tombstone.
raving. Was it because of the injury?
Oh, shit.
Or was it the loss of the match? A short time after this was shot,
I'm on a last
winners
burst of energy right before he
collapsed to the floor.
collapses. There we go. There's Abby. Abby and Slaughter. Whoa, show this match. There we go. See, I'd love to see this match too. Brody, Abby, this style cage.
And he grinds his forehead into that cage. You can see the blood spurting out of the forehead of Abdullah the Butcher.
Great camera shot. And there's Damian Kane on the outside still trying to interfere, even though it is a cage match.
There's Heyman. There's the old Paulie dangerously in there. Showing some clips again.
What's going on here?
The fans are up in arms on the side.
Unbelievable. What is going on?
Derek Caputis up in the ring trying to figure out what's going on here. There's nothing going
Paul
on.
dangerously in the center of the ring. Tommy Rogers here with a chair now. He clears it out. Everybody is out. They're all running for their lives. I can't believe it.
It's unbelievable. I don't know what's happened here, but we got bodies over the place. Everybody's inside, outside the ring.
Bobby Fulton is bleeding now from his forehead.
Well, he
Check
got a chain to the back of the head.
DC is on his way out the door. Strombo is bleeding now. Look at the top of the rope, the steel cage in the corner. Now Bruiser.
Hell's this match?
Professional wrestling continues to grow more violent by the day. Once dog collar matches, strap matches, and cage
Tag
matches
match,
were the
maybe?
exceptions. Today, they are the norm. Is it necessary to butcher an opponent to gain a victory?
Butcher!
Why is a pinfall no longer enough to satisfy some wrestlers? With whom does the blame belong? Is it the Federation who sanctions the matches? Is it the commissions who approve the matches? Or fans who attend the slaughter? Whoever is to blame, we are certain of one thing. The blood will continue to flow, skin will continue to be ripped from bodies, and bones will continue to be crushed. How long will it be before the loser of a match is buried while the victor celebrates? It may be closer than we think.
They're about to wind this thing down, you know. Into the credits. Nathan Golan, Mike Dano, executive producers. Produced by Phantom Productions. Directed by Norman Tarantino. Wow. No relation to Quentin Tarantino, I'm imagining. Also written by him and Don Clyde. Narrator Big John Andrews. That's the thing that haunted my soul and nightmares. Shout out to Big John Andrews. Medical advisors, Dr. Carl Faragut, MD Facts, butchered that. Dr. Francis P. Gross, that sounds like a fake name. Announcers, Jack Bernstein, Phil May, Carl Baker, original editing, Skip, Himsey. I shouldn't have butchered that, but I did. Additional editing, Gary Danish. Thank you very much, Gary. We really appreciate you. Special thanks, NWF Video Archives, out of Camden, New Jersey. UVP Video, McAdoo, Pennsylvania. Television 4, Northampton, PA. Gordon Video, Hollywood, California. Pretty sure Gordon Video, was that Gorgon Video? Or? Yeah, Gorgon Video actually put out horror movies, if that's the same name. An NWF home video production in association with Phantom Productions, 1991. And again, I think this is from 87. I'm just going to put that out there. Excellent. Again, that was I will never forget renting that over and over and over again. Dude, that voiceover was fucking the best. It was good shit. Oh shit, over on the old Twitch chat, we got Wildside over there. What's going on, Wildside? Hell yeah. The Botrix is awake. Your chat will actually pop up in here. I don't have the YouTube chat set up on this because I'd actually have to unplug Publicly Buzz from it, and I don't feel like messing with it. I'm gonna have to use it in the morning. So the only thing that should be working, which it doesn't seem to be awake right now, would be the Wildside ones, but they're not coming through either. But Wildside, welcome in here. Appreciate it. Anybody hanging out back there, lurking on the YouTubes, if you haven't subbed up, please do so. I don't do a lot of live streams on this channel, but sometimes I do. You never know. It would be cool if I could get into a rhythm, but also do a lot of other work. But videos are a regular thing on this channel, and I just had one drop, and I have tons of other stuff in the video collection. Go check some of that stuff out. The last one was, I don't even remember what the last one was. Wow. That's where I'm at right now. Let's check it out. Let's check it out live right now. The last one, oh yeah, the Vince McMahon Vendetta against Psycho Sid Explained is the latest video. If anyone has not seen that, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Check it out. Give it a like. Drop a comment. That would help me out in getting that into the algorithm. But yeah, before that, ECW's Fallout between Taz and Saturn. Tons of other content on there that tons of stories I've been putting out. I'll put a lot of work. I'm always working on a wrestling story, some kind of drama based story, and I've got a new one that I just wrote a script for today that I'm going to start editing, and yeah, keep an eye out for it probably in the next 2 weeks or so. Thanks everyone for hanging out in here tonight. Put this on background music just for a second as we wind down here, huh?
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, absolutely, dude. VHS tapes. Wrestling VHS. Horror and Wrestling was what I rented from this place, which had a dope name, Beyond Video. And I loved it. It was great. Wrestling was on the reg. I will indeed be streaming in the morning on Publicly Buzzed, my other YouTube channel. 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Murder Church, the Phil Spector trial. We are deep inside of that. Yeah, Wildside, I'm doing YouTube and Twitch. I'm doing both with the old Wrestle Plunge here. I don't have a Publicly Buzzed Twitch. I really just, I don't know. I thought I would randomly make one for the wrestling, and then also randomly I thought, man, maybe I'll try to do a double stream, and I did it. I jumped in there. That's what I did. But probably be able to pull out some clips from this though to make some videos, which will be cool as well. That is the upside of doing a live stream, actually. Being able to do something like that and have some extra content possibly. Chase Wolf, thank you so much for hanging out. Dropping a lot of knowledge in the chat. That was dope as hell. Pokemon, Shelly coming through here. Hanging the hell out all night long. Penny was hanging out as well. Wildside, appreciate everybody. Anybody lurking back there? Anybody that may come through on a replay? Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, till next time. Keep it on the channel though. Make sure the bell is clicked so you get updates whenever I make posts, whenever I drop videos, and again, whenever I may go live. Also, real quick, I'm going to post this. If you aren't following on X, do so. I don't use it a lot, but when I do, that's where I'll post some of this content. So I am going to put that out there in case I ever do start expanding this just a little bit harder and further. Give it the old follow. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Have a great night. I'm going to end this with the Publicly Buzzed ending. Let's go.
Pittsburgh.